There's not a lot happening economically in our neighborhood. There's a gang problem in our neighborhood, and I think a lot of that could be curbed by job creators, people that would come in and give teenagers something to do instead of just walking the streets. We were at a point where we were really struggling with giving things away and seeing what it was doing to our community. We opened Shidler-Wheeler Community Thrift Store. We took things that we would give away in the past, uniform shirts, coats. We started selling them at a reasonable price, a price that our neighbors could afford. You're able to go home and say, look what mom got for you. So not only does mom get a backpack for her kid, but she gets her dignity as well. So we've really been about looking at everything that we do and seeing if we're adding value and adding dignity or if we're taking it away.
The store it looks like a store that belongs on the north side because the ladies there take pride in the way they decorate everything and put everything out for us.
Y pues estoy contenta con este trabajo y la comunidad dicen, wow, cuando entran dicen, qué bonita está la tienda. En verdad hacía falta un negocio como este aquí. Nos hacía falta y casi la mayoría, todos los vecinos vienen aquí.
We now employ 10 teenagers from our neighborhood and 3 adults. These are teenagers that would not have a job otherwise.
I started going to FaithWorks in 2nd grade. I'm a freshman at UCO now, and I work at the thrift store. I do cashier, I stock up, I organize, and I receive donations.
Well, I've always lived around this neighborhood my whole life. It's great because you know everyone. All the customers that come in, they say hi to you, and they see you around. When you go to the park, you see them.
Para mí este trabajo es bien importante y estoy bien contenta con este trabajo porque en verdad yo pienso que con mi enfermedad que yo tengo en ninguna parte yo pienso que me aguantarían así como yo soy, que días vengo y días no.
I've seen neighbors come into our thrift store and buy a bunch of clothing, and I'll say, I didn't know you had kids, and they'll say, no, it's for my neighbor. She's having a really hard time, and I can help in this way.
That's the main reason I took the job, because I got to help people in the neighborhood, and it gives you experience so you can go on to further things.
Now a lot of them that works here, when they get older, this is something they're gonna want to do the rest of their life, work. Everything ain't gonna be gave to you. And once you learn it while you're young, it's something you can keep forward for.
If we could harness more resources to help make viable paths for kids and their parents, because we can't do the one without, we have to take a look at the other, because it's interconnected. Helping parents to learn how to become business owners, to be able to be independent.
I'd like to see the neighborhood grow. I want to see businesses come into the neighborhood. I want my child to be able to say, I remember when I started Shidler, that was an empty lot with trash in it, with tires. But I want him to be able to see at that time the positive of what's no longer there and what has been put there to replace it.
We're taking places that have been kind of an eyesore, kind of an embarrassment to the community, and we're transforming those into viable businesses. This is the space that we hope to transform into a cafe. You can see it's nothing to look at right now. In the future, this space on this side will be seating for our neighbors. The wall will be opened into our thrift store so that customers can come back and forth. Just another place where community can happen, a place where our families can come have a place to enjoy their neighborhood.
And then we hope that the changes here, you know, put in somebody else's mind that they can go in their community and do for the kids there as they are doing for the kids here.
Community transformation doesn't happen overnight. That's the bottom line. If you're a person that wants to see a quick fix, I can tell you this is not the game for you. Sally, my boss, the founder, has been here for 30 years.
For some people, it's too much, it's too big, and so you just back out. I have to break it down to what I can do. I can be in this little neighborhood, I can start out in some small way, and I can be open to whatever that next step is. I think that model works. I mean, it seems to me, in my small world here, that ought to work for everybody, and that ought to be what would make our neighborhood thrive, make our city thrive. But here's the deal. It's not going to change for lots and lots of years, so you got to be in it for the long haul.
And so as we take on the idea of transforming our city, I think that we have to start neighborhood by neighborhood, spending time getting to know our neighbors, build relationships with them to truly understand the struggles that they and we as a city face.